I only had 3 days left to live. Not 3 years. Not 3 months. 3 days. And the worst part? I remembered everything. Every single page of the novel I'd read at 2 a.m. on my couch eating instant noodles. I knew exactly who Lady Seraphina was. I knew exactly what she did. And I knew exactly how she died. So let me back up. My real name was Yuna. 26 years old. Corporate drone. Chronic overthinker. The kind of person who eats lunch at her desk and forgets what sunlight feels like. I was working a double shift the night it happened. Spreadsheets. Cold coffee. A deadline at midnight. And then, nothing. I woke up in a bed the size of my entire apartment. Silk sheets. Chandelier overhead. Maids standing at the door with their eyes cast down. And a mirror. I walked to that mirror and I saw her. Lady Seraphina Voss. Daughter of the most powerful duke in the kingdom. The most beautiful woman in the empire. And the most hated villain in the novel Crown of Thorns. Now if you've never read a villainous reincarnation story before, let me explain how this works. The villainess is never really the villain. She's just a girl who loved the wrong person too loudly. She chased the crown prince. She schemed against the real heroine. She made enemies out of everyone who could have saved her. And at the end of chapter 12, she gets dragged into the royal courtyard and executed for treason. Publicly. In front of the entire court. I had 3 days until chapter 12. My first instinct was to panic. My second instinct was to fix it the way the original Seraphina would have. Run to the prince. Beg. Cry. Confess everything and hope he'd spare her. But here's the thing. I wasn't Seraphina. I was Yuna. A tired, underpaid office worker who had spent the last 4 years of her life bending herself into whatever shape other people needed. And I was done. So I made a decision. I had 3 days. I wasn't going to spend them chasing a man who had never once looked at me like I mattered. I called off my morning meeting with the prince's attendants. I cancelled the embroidery lesson I was supposed to attend. Apparently Seraphina was trying to impress the court ladies who openly mocked her. I sent back the gift I had prepared for Crown Prince Caelan. And instead, I ate breakfast, fully, by the window. I walked through the garden without a destination. I read a book that had nothing to do with royal politics. For the first time in Seraphina's life, and maybe mine too, she just existed without performing. The rumors started by noon. Lady Seraphina didn't attend the morning court. She returned the crown prince's summons. She was seen laughing in the east garden, alone, like she had no cares in the world. I heard the whispers. I didn't stop them. What were they going to do, execute me twice? That evening he came to me. Crown Prince Caelan. The male lead. Cold, calculating, absurdly handsome in the way that only fictional men can be. The kind of man who had never once had to ask for anything because the world rearranged itself around him. He stood in my doorway and looked at me like I was a puzzle he hadn't expected to find interesting. You ignored my summons, he said. I did, I said, and I went back to my book. The silence stretched so long I thought he would leave. Instead he said, You seem different, Lady Seraphina. I looked up. I'm tired, I told him. I've been tired for a very long time. He didn't leave for an hour.